It seems fair to say our lives are like books, pages full of memories, life lessons, heartbreak, family.
He really went down fast. The last time I went in and held his hand, I said, "Dad, are you all right?" And he said, "Not very good."
Like every book, there has to be a last chapter in our story. This is Ronnie Freeman's.
My dad was the best. He loved his family, he loved his church, he loved his community. He was a Christian man, a good Christian man, and a good example.
He always had several jobs, but he never neglected his family. He was an electrician, was a teacher, he was a pastor, he was a deacon in the church before all that, and he just helped anybody in need. He even picked up hitchhikers against our wishes, but that's who Dad was. He loved everyone.
He sure did. Perhaps the only thing that held a candle to the love he had for people was the love he had of the land. A lifelong family farm in Trent was his favorite place, full of his favorite things, like his grade school sweetheart and wife, Betty Freeman, and his small herd of cattle that brought him endless joy.
Well, he loved those Black Angus cows. Yeah, he sure did. But he loved me the most, I think. We've been together 66 years, and that's a long time. That's a record, I guess.
But the book of Ronnie Freeman's life wasn't without its dark chapters. The last 20 years of his life were laden with health issues and sickness, but in true Ronnie fashion, he never let it keep him down.
He beat prostate cancer. Of course, he had a quadruple bypass on his heart. He had 14 stents. His last year, he had gallbladder surgery at his age. He recovered from that in COVID. He was just happy to be here, happy to be alive, and he lived that. Sick or not, he was happy to be here.
Eventually, all the medical interventions and surgeries just weren't enough. In May of 2020, Ronnie was hospitalized for the last time.
I just stayed in there with him a while. It was kind of bad because I think he was going down right then, and I was going to lose him, So you don't want to come to those days in your life where you lose your mate, but sometimes it's there. You can't help it.
It was during those uncertain days the family connected with West Texas Rehab's Hospice of the Big Country.
They knew just what to do for Dad. It seemed like, and it was just, there are so many decisions, so many things that the family has to decide. But once we decided for them, it was like a burden lifted because they had been through it before. And even though I barely knew them, we connected because I could tell they were real. We needed them, they were there, and they made sure that my dad didn't hurt, was comfortable, and that they followed our wishes. We were near, we were all around. We were by his side to say goodbye.
We're a very close-knit family, and the hospice is, and the West Texas Rehab, they're a family. So when you ask for their help, you're gonna feel like family. That was important to us and to me. And so this verse just sums up how I feel about them. And it's in Ephesians chapter 6, verse 7. Serve wholeheartedly as if you were serving the Lord and not people. That's how they serve. They serve you like God would, with the love of God, with Christian love. That's important. I was just blown away.
It was wonderful. I love that Hospice of the Big Country because all the people that worked for them were just wonderful. And they ask us, can we do anything? And, if you had something you wanted them to do, they'd do it.
Because that's what Hospice of the Big Country is about. Service, respect, and honor as our loved ones turn the last pages of their book. They offer round-the-clock assistance and care to their clients, as well as support to their families after their loved ones have gone on.
I know I can reach out to them, and I say, I need help. Even after my father is gone, they would help me.
He didn't make it back to the farm, but he made it to a far better home. And I've struggled with that, but I feel good about it. I think God knows best. And it was best for Dad to move on to his heavenly residence, and that's where he went. Dad, we're okay. We miss you. We miss you, but we're here and we're okay, and Mom is strong and she's trying and doing the best she can, and we are too. And I think you'd be proud of us. We sure were proud of you.
He was one of the sweetest men that I ever knew, and the best husband. He was so good to me, and I loved him very much.
And just as Ronnie finished his book, the family has found comfort in words from another.
If ever there is tomorrow when we're not together, there is something you must always remember. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. But the most important thing, if ever we're apart, I'll always be with you.